There's much roasting on an open fire. What you guys listening to on the way over here?
Me?
Directions.
Shit.
Silly internet stuff. Ooh.
Some Jeezy. I was listening to some Jeezy.
No Jeezy or old
today.
Jeezy?
Yeah, Snowfall.
No music today.
No music?
No music?
Silly
You
stuff.
doing seances?
Oh,
What
I
you
went
doing?
throwback. I threw on a Young Guns album.
The first one?
Underrated.
Oh, I hear
they
De
got
La
more than one?
Soul.
I think I got two.
The one.
I hear De La Soul streaming now.
The one they got.
You said what?
De La Soul finally streaming.
Oh yeah, they got their stuff on
Yeah, that's good
platforms
to hear.
now.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah, I
up.
just
Shout out
heard
to
that
De La
this
Soul, I
morning.
guess.
Definitely.
Always
Yeah.
one.
Hey, I just want to tell everybody, please do us a favor, subscribe, like, and comment. That's the best thing you can do for us right now. Like I said, please, if you're enjoying the content, just hit the subscribe button.
It's free.
Definitely free. It
It's
may
free.
co-
Nothing.
It may cost you a view, but you may get but you can get your view back. Nah, you can't get your view back, but still, if that's so, we appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button.
What you talking about?
Thank you very much.
We talking about?
I'm gonna get a machine box in here, like a music box.
No.
Nah, you
Keep
don't
it
need that.
authentic.
No, authentic?
Authentic. That's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I didn't keep it authentic because
That's
nobody
that-
bought me nothing to drink. So the bottles are not here, the cups are not here. What happened?
I'm freezing. I want something hot.
Like a hot cocoa?
Hot water. I don't care. It's just cold in here.
Pour hot water down
They
your
ain't pay their
throat.
heat bill.
All right, look, we're gonna get to some topics.
That's why we need our own studio.
Right.
Get some heat.
Kick the studio. Gotta pay when you don't pay the landlord on
Wait,
time.
pay
that's what
the
happens.
landlord. Come on,
He
man.
said we closing the studio.
Yeah, we're closing
Yeah.
the studio.
Jenny, this one is gonna be
closed.
Jenny, Jermaine, and the Jungle. Interracial dating. I always mess the
Yeah,
first
you
one.
killing me.
I know. I do it all the time just to get
Fight
on
you.
you. You're just gonna after the
Get on my nerves.
interracial dating. I'll go to you, Stu. How is interracial dating seen in your eyes? See it through your eyes.
It's getting better, but it's still like depending on who the person is, it's celebrity wise, it's not so much glorified. But as of now, to where we're moving forward in this day and age, you're starting to see a lot more of it. So it's getting more acceptable as far as, black man and black white woman or whatever the case may be is going on. So I think it's moving forward. It doesn't have that negative tone that it once had before for us now.
What you got on this, Michael?
Ooh, interracial dating.
Fake.
Yeah, pump fake. Yeah, look over
Yeah,
there.
I know. I thought you was doing that.
He hit me. Yeah, he hit me.
It's the no look
Yeah,
JK.
yeah.
I'm sitting here like, give me more.
Interracial dating. I think at this point in time, we're so far into what was considered the future back then that we've arrived at a point where it's not as big a deal depending on who's being perceptive. So if I were to say Becky and Tyrone was coming, I feel like a lot of black women would roll their eyes because they don't want to see Becky with the good hair.
Depends on what kind of cake she got.
That's for us. But as opposed to Becky and Tyrone, if Keisha and Tyler were hanging out, now all the girls are very accepting.
so you
They
think-
want to meet him.
You think it's viewed differently from the men and women standpoint?
Yeah,
Very much
I
so.
think from the black man perspective, if you're dating outside your race, you're looked down upon. If you're a female, black female, dating outside your race, now you've come up. You finally discarded all that bullshit. You are worried about yourself, and you're taking things
You
into your
personally
own.
seen that, or you think that that's just your
I've personally
ultra-
seen it.
yeah,
I'm
that-
not going to say anybody's particular name.
Tell us who.
Hey, Janice. But I think that it's resulted from a healthy fear that probably goes back long before even plantation owners that were afraid that Black Mandingo was going to sleep with their daughter or their wife.
Some of her insides.
But it comes from a particular place. I mean, if you...
I ain't that baby's pappy. That baby's pappy.
But if you take a black man and a white woman and produce a baby, that baby is likely going to have African American features. If you take
That is weird, right?
If you take a black woman and a white man, that baby's going to have African American features.
Side note, let me say, ain't that weird though? Like if you have a baby as a black man and a white woman, then all of a sudden that baby's black.
Yeah.
Always.
That baby's not considered white anymore.
Well, it's the perception of color. I mean,
No, I'm just saying, like
you gonna get some color
your
out
box
of
you get to
melanin.
check is black.
You can check whatever box you want. You can check white if you want to.
You could be a turtle if you want, but I'm
No.
just saying, like realistically, in the world where you see it, you'd be like, yo, if you go somewhere, nobody's gonna be like, oh, the white kid Tyler.
They're gonna
if you-
identify with them more as a black person
Yeah.
than you would be welcomed in a white circle.
Before
I've seen that.
Before I thought this would be a quick question, because you're
Cut me off
Hispanic,
3 times and he about to throw you with a no look pass.
100%. I thought back to you. If you want the ball back, I get back to you.
Yeah.
But in the because you're Hispanic and black, is it always interracial dating?
Not if I find another equal.
Half and half. You like what's that? The lemonade?
Yeah.
The half lemonade.
Paul Arnold's.
The Paul. What's it called?
Y'all terrible. Arnold Palmer. Y'all country ass.
Yeah, only a
Arnold
half
Palmer.
Spanish, half black person would know that.
But the last thing I want to say is that I think it is time to have that discussion now because the passport bros is out there. They're going to other countries and they're finding these wives that are submissive, considerably, air quotes, look at the air quotes, considerably easy to deal with. They're out there because again, the passports is permitting folks to move around and see things outside of their bubble and outside of the norm, which is generally going to be something that they're trying to get away from.
But that's a cultural thing too. That's why the passport bros is doing these things. It's a cultural thing.
Yes,
in our society, it's totally different. Like you know.
Well, I guess you talking about
white
dating,
dudes been
so I
getting
guess
mail
that
order
matters.
brides. I said they've been getting mail order brides.
No, I don't mean like.
Not the Chineses.
As long as we're talking about interracial dating, then I guess
crazy.
passport bros matter. But I don't think that whole topic. I think is it has nothing to do with like everyday stuff. That's a different thing. That's a totally different thing.
True.
But interracial dating, it's
How is that different?
how is the passport bros different? Because that's not dating. Most people are not marrying.
Are black men leaving the country to go look for black women in other countries?
Not wives. They're not looking for wives.
Maybe.
They're not looking for wives. They're looking for people that they could date, but they're not looking for wives. Because most people understand that you can't hire that kind of person to be a wife, is all I'm saying.
What kind of person are you referring to?
When you talking about hire?
When people go out there, they go because the market is cheaper, not just because the customs are different, right?
Okay.
Right? Because the market is cheaper, so you go out there.
Less headaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then that becomes a headache when that person has to work outside of your household. So that's a totally
What are we talking about? Are you talking about a maid?
No, we're talking about interracial dating. We're talking about interracial dating.
What do they have to do to work outside your household? What does that mean?
In most cases, passport bros are using their passport to purchase a lifestyle, right?
I don't know. I think we defer on that. But I was talking about in regards to dating. If you're going outside the country to find you somebody that maybe you can bring back 90 Day Fiancé.
But
you can't bring that
But if you
back.
find the girl, is less. What he's saying is,
You can't bring that
You can
back.
stop me if I'm misquoting you on this, but I think what he's saying is, you go to another place, you're finding a woman who's less maintenance, and now this person is there with you, basically cheaper in the sense.
But why can't you bring her back? That's what I'm asking. Like, why you can't bring her back?
No, you can, but then
Because
now
you can't turn that transaction into something else. It just doesn't work well.
So he pretty much
Some
said she
people
has
say-
a setup over there, and then when you bring her over here, it's not going to be the same setup.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the lifestyle changes as far as the environment. So now
once you see this, now she
may not be the same person.
cost efficient girl she was in
over there.
Taiwan.
Yeah, that doesn't-
Yeah, that's what he's pretty much
Yeah,
saying.
'cause think about it, if you take somebody and you show them New York City, like you 90 Day Fiancé, perfect example. As soon as them girls get over here, they be like, I want Louis Vuitton, I want this, I want that.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
they get here, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You don't watch 90 Day Fiancé.
100% I do. The Russian, you didn't see the one with the Russian girl. As soon as she got over here, she was like, I was led to believe that my lifestyle was gonna be diamonds and furs.
Yeah.
That's people come here for better sometimes.
Yeah,
Or even
better
the males.
is being able to
Let me
have your
say even
mattress
the
off the
males,
floor.
so-
That's what better is.
but I don't think
until they get to Manhattan and they see that it's a little bit more than that.
But do you think that's the reason why I was trying to
Most of
separate
America.
it? Is because do you actually think that the reason I was trying to separate is because I don't think that that's actually indicative of what a interracial dating relationship typically looks like. That's mostly like blending of cultures, which is great. It's mostly like blending of cultures. I guess hiding of certain cultures. You try to hide them from your grandparents, but the younger people are finding a way to be together, and they're mixing really good cuisines from each and every household. It seems to be pretty cool.
Nobody want no white cuisine.
Here you go, back to describing food.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you'll see why.
I get you.
why.
All right.
Raisins.
For me, I think interracial dating is more of a thing now because I think that our generation has been more accepting of each culture. I think
Pretty
we've been
much.
integrated also as well. Race still matters, but like I don't know if it matters once you're in like a closed setting with somebody. Now we're having jobs where you're working with white people or Spanish people or Asian people, and at the end of the day, now it's like you're not just looking at her as whatever her name is. Now you're looking at her as a girl that you're attracted to because she has different features. So, or vice versa when it comes to men. I think it's more acceptable because we are now just sitting next to people, and you could be black and get on my nerves, and be white and get on my nerves, or you could be black and be attractive, or white and be attractive.
And it's the blending. It's definitely the blending. I think that's what it really boils down to. The blending.
I expect that too.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure like my kids
like jerk ramen.
Right? Yeah, jerk ramen.
Keep that
Nobody
shit.
eat jerk ramen. That's just foolishness. Yo, smash and grab. I'm gonna go to you first, dude. Have you ever dated anybody outside of your race when you were younger, and how did it affect the way you viewed interracial dating?
I did. And
What was she? Say what she was.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, was she black, white?
She was racist.
I did a few Caucasians,
Okay.
some Filipino.
The Caucasianites. A Filipinian.
Yeah, Filipino. It was definitely dope. It was a dope experience.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
I just made that up. Bro.
Filipinian.
for me personally, my experiences with them it was all good. I have no real negative things.
Did you meet
to say.
the family?
Yeah. Some of them.
How was that?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something, right? I was working and I used to go to the crib after work or whatever, and it's just all females there. So I went into the house.
Like I got the wrong one.
You know what I mean? You got the grandma there and everybody there. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go, right? So I don't know how this is gonna go over or whatever the case may be. But to your surprising, yo, they treated me like a king, bro. Put your feet up.
They
Chill,
was happy
relax.
that you was about to take their daughter off their hands. They're like,
You got an NBA player. All right,
But
Jenny.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So for me personally, my experiences with them across the board
She's dating
was
Usher.
fine. I never had a negative, like, you always gonna have females gonna be females, but across the board was smooth sailing. Now, of course, when you deal with our own race, it's always been up and down. I think because the way they've been raised is different. I think a lot of times black females are raised to survive, not to be those type of females. To nurturing, I'm not saying nurturing, but
well, you have
I'm
problems.
about to say, I gotta stop sitting next to this nigga.
no, but I'm saying as far as that goes, I think black females, they're raised different than Caucasians, maybe Filipinos, because you have
That's true of every culture.
Yeah,
that
it's
we're raised different.
We definitely raised different, and they ready.
You want to move away from it sounding like different means bad.
No, it's just a different tone.
I'm gonna
As
save you
far as
from
that.
yourself. I'm gonna throw your life raft, and I'm gonna
You ain't got to say it for me.
I'm gonna throw this one right to you, Bika. See, back to you. Over the pass, Bika. Have you ever dated outside your race, and how did it affect the way you see interracial dating?
Double dribble.
Once dated a Himalayan and
What?
wait, we talking about food again?
No.
A Himalayan?
Oh,
What
I thought
the
we was
fuck
talking
is a
about those little
Himalayan?
buns. Wait, those are Hawaiian.
Hawaiian rolls.
Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
Nigga dated a mountain,
All right, now what we talking about
We're
again?
talking about dating, not food.
Oh,
Okay.
not mountain ranges.
I didn't say did you eat different cultural
Come on, look, just pass it this way. No,
I
look this
thought
way.
we was talking about. All right.
Have you ever dated outside your race?
Stop doing that.
if you
Of
did-
Of course, of course, I've dated outside of my race. I've dated a couple of people who found me interesting and
Which race?
was happy to bring me home as one of the good ones, and it felt like I was one of the good ones.
Is that how you felt when you?
Yeah, you feel really proud. Your chest goes
Yeah,
real big.
I'm telling you,
like,
bro.
You like, yeah. As a matter of fact, I do know Wiz Khalifa.
They didn't refer to you as one of the good ones,
Jay-Z
right?
used to live right here over on
Did you
State
feel like they
Street.
had those kind of conversations?
Yeah, but those are good conversations because it's so surface and ignorant. Like, same like when you played with the guy, like, yeah, he lived over here and did all that. It's the same thing. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Did they call you that?
It is, because they'll go, oh, you telling a joke, Cedric, right? Cedric. And I go, I'm not on that no
That
more.
more.
You know, I ain't even with that. I ain't even doing that no more.
Bummalicious.
All right, Mike, have you dated outside your race? Because technically everything for you is interracial dating again.
I get everything under the sun. Yo, people ask me all the time, are you Dominican? Somebody asked me one day if I was Cambodian. I don't even know what they look like.
I've gotten a lot of Arabic.
Not
for
too
you.
far from the Himalayas, where this motherfucker be going to pick up women. Yak herders.
Everybody that knows me is like, what's up with your Arabic
Sherpas.
friend?
Yeah, they call me Aladdin, right?
You can't get Aladdin. You dig that.
I
That
got
person
Aladdin.
knows who she is. You call her
I'll take
Aladdin.
that. Aladdin ain't have braids, but I'll take it. question, did I ever date outside?
How did it impact how you seen interracial dating?
I did. I was raised in the hood like y'all, but raised mostly around black females. So all I dated initially was black females. I was in my youth, so it wasn't too many numbers out there. But when I moved to suburban area in middle school, it was a new flavor. So I was like, oh, let me try this. I dated a Filipino girl, which was cool. She was beautiful, cute little girl. Valentine's Day, I think I bought her one single rose, but I left it in my room and it got all hot and shit. So I was like, yeah, I can't bring you this rose. I'm gonna bring it to you later. I had to revive it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna meet you at your house.
She put water on the
Look, I went to go meet her at her house. She came outside and met me about 2 blocks away. So I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, got your little teddy bear, this, that, and third. She was like, oh, my dad's home. I was like, oh, he probably don't fuck with people. She was like, yeah, but he doesn't know you're black. I was like, oh. So then that's what kind of threw me a curveball, like, oh, maybe this shit is not as accepted as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, you just hide
which is okay. But as a young man,
I'm good with grandparents.
But as a young man, I mean,
they tell a lot of chubby jokes, and I really work
like
with
that.
grandmothers.
They feed you, that's why.
Yeah. Exactly.
They feed you.
They pack my to-go before they give me my stay here plate.
But today, I think it's definitely much more accepted because I don't think there is a focus on race. I think people are dating people that they genuinely connect with, and they don't look to a skin color first to define what they like. They're not saying, yo, I'm only gonna date black guys or I'm only gonna date this particular race. They happen to meet somebody of that race and they hit it off and then it's like, oh, but I didn't know you did this. I didn't know I liked this.
A lot of people are meeting through like hobbies and stuff like that. And if you're a fan of a hobby,
right,
everybody could be a fan of that hobby.
A lot of people are meeting through apps. We're not gonna do
it. Well, yeah, like apps like, Skate Date, that app.
Never even heard of it.
I'm making it up.
Well, you
went skating.
Because people say I don't answer the questions, I'll answer this one really quick. Because it was supposed to be a smash and grab, but you guys made love, and y'all did this wasn't
smash it.
You didn't make it. Y'all didn't make it a short stay. Y'all made it a long. You know.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Checkouts at 12.
Checkouts at 12. No, I guess I've dated a lot out of my race because when I was younger, maybe it was a complex I had. I think that I felt like black females didn't like me like that. It was always like something.
That's what I said. It's just that it just felt like
I'm not gonna blame this on y'all. No, I'm not doing what he's doing.
No,
he tried to jump right in there and throw it. Did you see him try to throw your agenda?
Listen, no, I'm not saying drawing an agenda on them, but I'm just saying.
I'm not driving.
He said they ain't shit, right?
Yeah, Stu's on the one way. I'm not driving down that block.
Listen, bro, I'm just saying.
It's Women's Appreciation Month.
Yeah,
you know, females it's more survival mode for our females growing up than it is for them. And that's what I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I've usually dated Hispanic women, and I learned early.
I did that too, yeah.
I've learned early that, well, this is something you should know, right? If you ever start dating a Hispanic woman, and I didn't know this until I got hit with the harsh reality. One way to easily not get accepted by their family is don't eat their food.
Oh, of course.
I didn't know that, though, because I don't eat at anyone's house.
I would think that'd be most cultures, though.
Not at my house. If you say you don't want no food, I'd be like, good, playboy. I'm saying
I two-cheek kissed the abuela.
I didn't. I told abuela no. And then there was a whole bunch of Spanish words that mean get the fuck out.
Was it pork?
No, it just was no.
But it was like beef, and you just said...
It was a whole meal. They made it, I guess.
Why you ain't call me, though?
Why you ain't pick around it? Why you ain't see...
I was on the train.
Nah, you gotta eat the whole thing or don't get it.
Yeah.
You can't be picking not around. You could just, when she go make your plate, which they do in other cultures.
They did make my plate and everything, and I was like,
they didn't make your plate.
You like that, right?
Just say you don't eat certain things, and whatever beef come back, eat it.
I've been scarred as a kid.
Whatever chicken come back, eat it.
Why you just didn't go look in their kitchen and see if their kitchen is clean? Then
their house was clean. I'm not gonna hold you. Our house was clean. I just said no, and a whole bunch of Spanish words came to basically. Now I know that what you call it, basura is this guy's his tiptoe level of trash. So that means for me to get the fuck out.
The moreno.
Yeah.
Basura.
All the maricones I was on.
Get this black ass vegan out my house.
Is that like a different fruit?
Pretty rude.
El Negro.
Yeah.
El Negro.
Moreno, that's what they call it.
Basuda, and I heard maricón. I'm like, that's me? I'm maricón. Hey. It doesn't mean anything nice. All right. We're going to flow this one right into a topic that's going to get a lot of people your inbox.
Not mine.
A lot of people in your inbox, and a lot of hate mail for one of us. Somebody's going to get hate mail, and somebody's going to get love mail.
Can I do the no look?
Wait.
Can I do it?
Do the no look, though. I'll pass you both.
This to me?
Watch out for the big girls.
Yeah.
Watch out for the big girls.
Here we go.
Plus
Here
size,
we go.
Plus size loving.
Yeah. What about it? Talk to me.
You can tell us about the plus size girls.
Everything.
Why do you love them so much?
Because your grandmother's plus size.
Okay. All right.
Because your aunt is plus size.
True.
Because that you can't listen. If you still judging women by their ass and not the back of their arms, you got a fucking problem. Because I want a good plate. I want to come home to something. And when have you ever been turned down by a big girl?
That's true. That is true. It's very hard. It's hard.
How much?
This is
Not because they.
Why?
Not because they.
Big girls
have,
are loving. I'm not gonna.
Not
big
because
girls
there's
are-
some promiscuous behavior, but there's nothing like the first time meeting somebody and being handed the remote. Oh, I'm the king.
I got a story for that.
I'm the king around here.
Yeah, bro.
That feeling of having, I'm gonna just go over here.
So
and
you
make
saying
this.
that big girls are more loving than other girls?
No, it's what those passport bros be looking for.
So
But
basically,
right here. Now, I know that what they saying is, this is why I get so confused about that, and that's why I'm like, kind of like, not, people try to say like, yeah, I get this lifestyle, but it's because they're women are not, petite, right? In most cases, they're petite women or maybe a little thick. But the truth is, if you truly just wanted the lifestyle, then you would choose a big girl because she's cooking.
True. And no complaints.
She cooking, and her house clean. You know why? Because she is so scared of how you about to say she stink.
Oh, that's
Everything about her house is clean. Her plants live longer.
you're a
Listen.
you're a Bexpert.
I realize I've been
I'm telling
going on for a minute now,
gotta write a
but I'm
book.
just saying. How else do we come up with like mac and cheese waffles with sausage and eggs? Like how does this happen on one
Sounds
plate?
like you ate that
I'm just saying.
on one plate, not on one plate. On one
Just
plate.
saying.
So
It
you
don't
so
happen.
basically you're
First
telling
plate.
us that you have a love and affinity for the big girls.
Yes, because I enjoy a lifestyle. I do.
There's some indirect association still to food with this though.
Of course, it's
I
always
feel like
going to be.
everything is. I think this will be pretty clear.
Am I
When
being
we get to
shamed?
episode 100, we're still gonna be
I'm
talking
hungry.
about food. We're still gonna be talking about food.
Just
Yeah.
don't have the
Some
weight.
way, somehow. But
Yeah.
you know what? I like that. I'm gonna throw it to. Don't look to you, Mike.
What we
Big girls. How do you feel about big women? Have you ever dated a big woman, and do you have an affinity for them?
Affinity. This is a great word.
Yeah.
I've never dated a big girl.
Out of preference or out of?
I would assume it's out of preference, but I'm not intentionally dismissing big girls for my preference. I have a preference, and it looks like what I described before is I've dated black girls most of my life. Black girls, maybe a mixed girl that's black and Hispanic or African, Ethiopian. I have never dated a big girl with the intention of dating a big girl. Dated a thick girl,
What do you consider thick? Because I no.
thicker than me. Shit. No,
Stuart
thick, you
size.
know what a
Much,
thick
that
girl
ain't
is.
much.
No, I know.
Look, thick girl, let me see. Thick girl that still attends the gym. She got thick thighs. She got a butt.
I don't know
She's
about
not a
thick
big
girl.
girl. She's not a big girl. I've never dated a big girl.
She shop at Ashley Stewart's.
I don't even know what
There we
that
go.
is.
There
Is
we
that
go.
the maternity ward store?
Oh.
I'm asking.
Jump in his DMs and fire squad on him. I'm gonna send you a life
Ignorance.
raft.
Listen,
I'm
no,
gonna get
no,
back
I'm
to
gonna
you.
keep going. I'm gonna keep going.
Oh.
Ignorance is.
Ladies, I'm not-
asking
I'm not
questions.
sitting next to
I'm asking questions.
You said
Oh, that's Lane Bryant. Am I wrong?
You call it lame or lame?
You meant
Lane.
lane brain.
Oh, okay, we good.
They don't hand out food at the door, so you can't go.
Yes, they do. They give out like peppermints and stuff.
One other thing I want to say about
Hors d'oeuvres.
big girls is I don't think there should be any shame for big girls, but I also don't accept the unwarranted praise of big girls just because they're big. So I don't think you have to refer to all big girls as big and beautiful. I don't think that they have to be
yeah, some
accepted
ugly
on the
ones.
basis that they're bigger than most people. Just like they shouldn't shame skinny girls. My daughter's mother is skinny, and at some points people walk up to them like, oh, you should eat something. But if she was turning around and go, oh, you should eat less, then they're gonna be super offended and feel attacked. But the reverse is, you can't do that. You cannot say that a big girl you don't like, or
Yes, you
you just
can.
don't like their size for preference, because then you're gonna be a hater and a fat shamer, which is not true. I just have a preference That's different.
No. There's
You just
people go way
I'm
further
gonna just
than
tell you
that.
this right now before I switch this to you. Just lost half of your sex appeal right now.
From the big girls?
Yeah, the big girls love you.
do.
You know how many was looking forward to
love you.
bench pressing
Sorry, I was lined up.
Oh, shit.
What you want me to say? I don't have a preference.
This guy's DMs are going dry. Stu.
I don't need them in my D. I don't need nobody in my DMs.
Oh, my.
Comments,
First it was Stu. The first segment is Stu getting burned
He
down.
about to save me. Go for it, Stu.
Listen. I have no
He
problem
about to save me.
with big girls. Like I have, there's ranges. It's like the thick, and then there's the intermediate, right?
Intermediate.
Intermediate.
Here
It's
it
like,
come, here it
yo,
come.
if she just get in depression or something, she's going to tilt over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See,
Right?
he coming close, Stu.
No,
Bring it on,
but
first.
I don't mind. Like if she's in that intermediate stage, I can fuck with you.
That's
you
two.
know what I
What's
mean?
the third one?
You know what I mean? That's the other side. Like
That's the creative player, girl.
Yeah, that's I can't go over there. Once your belly button is right above seeing eye to eye with your
I'm
pussy,
good now.
then I can't go with you.
I am good
God,
now.
you
Y'all
getting
can
fired.
jump back in the
No,
DMs.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
500.
If your belly button is seeing eye to eye,
So you never
So
done
hold on, no.
I just-
I'm gonna stop the bullshit.
no, I'm not done.
Hold on.
There you go.
So have you ever
Yo, long
been
leg-
with a girl who belly button that same description?
Say it.
Nah, I don't even want it sounds
No, you're gonna be part of the short. Say it.
No.
We said once.
I'll be part of the show.
He know what he's responding to.
Have you ever took down a heavyweight?
Yeah, I took down a heavyweight.
All right, cool.
Yeah, with pleasure. With
No,
pleasure.
first of all,
Turn around.
it was the thrill of the
Big
moment.
candle on her
Yeah.
back.
And we all know what
That is
that
thrilling.
was. That was the thrill of the moment.
Nah.
At that moment. Now,
Yeah.
it wasn't something that was sought after at that time.
But
it
why
was
not though?
No, I'm not saying it's
I'm
not.
loving
It's
this.
not I'm not that big, bro.
No. What I'm saying is,
I can't go with so much.
I'm gonna
I think-
second that. I'm a skinny dude. It's gotta be
yeah.
something comparable. If
No,
I
but
cannot
listen-
pick you up here,
And I don't
gonna
really
be
care about all that
tough.
picking you up shit. That's him. I don't want to pick you up. I'm not really. I'm getting older now. I used to want to wrestle with you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hug you and wrestle with you.
Y'all got a
But
complex.
like I said, I had a shallow hell moment. You know what I mean? One time. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's a good moment.
That's a
safe.
good moment.
That's a
And
good
I'm not
moment.
gonna lie. Like I had a
Safe.
shallow
No,
hell.
you're not
Go
saying
ahead, so
I'm
go ahead.
gonna
You go to
together.
you
safe.
because I know that you got a second question, but I want to ask y'all.
yeah, jump in
something else,
this
too.
hot water with
Oh,
us.
But
no,
I
no.
want to hear your answer first though.
Well, first of all, I'm taken, so I don't have that problem now. So I don't have a preference.
We're not talking about that.
I'm
We
just-
know you got a person. Oh, God.
significant other.
No,
now.
it's a person.
It's episode 8. I'm a significant other.
Oh, he done changed his
Yeah,
relationship.
somebody got me in trouble.
It's
You
got slapped.
complicated.
Yeah,
He
so
done
somebody
kicked that
got me in
Facebook
trouble.
thing.
Somebody got me in trouble. It said, don't say that.
Person.
I never been weird like this. So I mean, I don't care if a girl's big or not. I'm not like, and when we went out or when we hung out when we were younger, I didn't really have a choice because Beacon just took it from us. So we didn't.
Whoa.
So
I took them for us, not from us.
no, you can say fubu. You can do fubu or you want for us by us.
You got a
But
preference.
as soon as we get in the club, you went to your preference.
But
Yeah.
why did I do that? Because it was a group of 5,
Right.
and I played the best side. Yo, listen.
All right, listen.
Did I not?
It's
Did
my
I
turn.
not?
It's my time.
Nah, he was a good wingman.
I'm Maxine Waters, reclaiming my time.
He
I'm
took-
reclaiming my
All
time.
he's saying is he just took the one
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
going to be the one that was going to be the hater.
I
So
honestly-
he entertained the one that was going to be the hater.
Wingman.
I've
The
always-
turkey
And I
wingman.
appreciate that. 'cause
And
you-
I know you do.
I appreciate that.
I know you do.
He said-
you do too.
No, I don't.
You do too.
For me, I love all women. I don't know. White, black, big, skinny. I don't.
Bro, stop
Tell
trying
me
to
what you
say
said
that.
downstairs. Tell me what you said downstairs.
Pass me some Crisco. If you get a big girl, you throw some baby oil on her.
Hey,
Yo, crazy boy.
yo.
Listen, I'm saying this. Like,
Yo,
look,
what?
And I have to second Beaker's notion about when you go places with big girls, they are a little bit more considerate because at the end of the day, they're less shallow sometimes.
it's not
Absolutely.
They
It's a
less
better
shallow.
time.
You know,
That's exactly what I was about to
And
go.
you get to,
so
and
let
you
me
get
ask
to,
it.
and let me ask it.
Yeah.
And you get a chance that goes back to one of the episodes. You get a chance to know them a little bit.
That's
better.
what I said.
Because
I
they
had
take
a
it-
shallow
go.
how moment. Like you get
It's
to
easy
know,
fall
like
in
it's a
love-
vibe,
It's easy
bro.
to fall in love with a big girl.
Yeah.
You know, it is. Like I said, I had a
Because they
shallow
got good
how.
hearts, and let me tell you something. Every big girl, let me be clear. Every big girl that's big ain't big by mistake. Some big girls big because they like being big. So
Yeah.
I think people have that connotation like, oh, she big because she can't stop eating. Some big girls like to be big. So like I appreciate big girls who like want to cook
and they want to date big guys, which is cool. If you don't like my style,
that's not true. They like the skinny dudes. They like
the number 10.
They like whatever they like.
The reason why what I was going to ask is these dating situations, right? When you go out on a date, does the stares of other people bother you that much that I ain't about to do this again?
No, it's not that. I don't think it's that.
So if we can endure it, okay, go ahead. Answer fully. I'm sorry.
For me personally, it's just like I have to want to see you. Not saying because she's big or whatever. Me personally, it's just me. It's just a vibe.
But she got you out the house.
She got me out the house to chill.
So now you had a good date, as far as y'all are concerned. But we all know in those moments that people were looking at us.
I didn't care.
Okay, you didn't care. Did you care? Oh, you never been.
That's what I'm saying.
You never been with a big girl, right? That's
no. But if I did, it would have had to be intentional, just because I wanted to date a big girl. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying myself. You're saying you never dated a big girl, and I'm saying it's because my preferences never made me look at a big girl.
She never stepped outside the preference. No.
Likely not.
No, okay.
Likely not.
I know it's understandable because at times I'm just like one of those people. Like I ate a scorpion recently. You feel me? Like you probably wouldn't do that.
I have.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm wild. I just do wild shit sometimes. So sometimes
But I'm not bothered by stares. I've been with girls that are super tall. I've been girls that were super skinny. I've been with girls that have fucking hair that are this big. So I've gotten stares, and I could care less about a stare, and I would care less if it was a big stare.
I fell right into the trap.
Wow.
Because if you agree with me that she does provide a lifestyle in which that, this is something I could do on a regular basis, right? That's what a big girl is good for doing. Providing an everyday, regular basis, this could be our norm. Not the extravagance, not the overall, not none of that, right? And if we all profess that that's what we all want, then what exactly tears apart the relationship with the big girls that I think they only last cuffing season?
I think it's the shallowness in men. I'll be honest. I think it's the shallowness in men and how this viewed and how everybody's gonna say their girl is fat.
Yeah, but you just said that on these
not
dates,
for
I
me.
don't care.
I'm telling me, I'm not. Listen, I don't know what these men are talking about. I think that their opinion is their opinion. I think that most men don't like it because they're afraid of what people are gonna say about it.
I agree.
And not only
that's not my case.
I think that's
no, I'm not saying. I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I said most men. From my opinion, I think that most men are afraid that they're gonna be like, "Damn, his girl look like she about to."
But
go to
not
KFC.
only that, it's just the fact that it matter. If you're a particular type of person, you got a wide range, and then sometimes in that having that wide range, you want to pick whatever's best for you in that wide range.
That's having preference.
You know what I mean?
No,
you have a wide
preference.
range.
You can have preference. I'm just saying that I don't know if you could eliminate somebody because of their weight.
I wouldn't say that. It just.
So what went wrong?
I could say that.
What went wrong? I had better options.
Okay. Who, for me?
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship for a long time. I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
What went wrong with the big girl a long time ago?
I was like young.
Jesus Christmas.
That was a temporary stop. That wasn't no like, you know what I mean? That wasn't nothing I was invested in. I wasn't in that mental state to be taking that person serious. Okay. But I'm just saying, had I been in that state, I don't know. That person would have been eliminated.
Proms, yo.
No, it's a supply.
I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nothing better. I just wasn't. Anything was better at that.
And that's like we going back to the first topic. Like when we did it interracially, right? I had options to deal with that, but I didn't. My mindset at that moment wasn't, like he said, ready on that type of time. So maybe that's pretty much what it was. And I knew like I got time. I ain't rushing. Yeah. So whatever comes my way, I feel like I want to stick with. That's when I stick with it. If I was
single again, I wouldn't eliminate big girls from my my plethora. I'm a big guy.
Why would you even say that?
What?
But me, like I said, I have no problems with big girls. I just want to reiterate, I have no problem with big girls. But it's just a certain thing. It's just.
You can't say, you know what I don't like? Both of y'all. You can't say something, but. Anything that comes with butt?
No, but you gotta understand, like we all have certain. It gets to a point like you like dirt. You don't mind dirty sneakers, right?
He likes it.
No, that's not what he said. He said dirty sex
sneakers is fire.
It's true. I mean, that's what.
You're in a relationship with a person.
Exactly.
Sometimes our sneakers is dirty as fuck.
You're in a relationship with a person.
Her sneaker game is not like mine. If you ever seen her sneakers is fucked up.
No, look, if I can say this, it is a supply and demand issue. That's why you said they only last for a season. That's what the demand is from some guys. Some guys. From some guys. So if my demand is I want to date this particular kind of girl, and you go, but there's plenty of big girls, but there's a supply of what I want. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if I want vanilla cake for my birthday, and we all said we want vanilla cake, and you go, oh my God, look at all the chocolate cake in the world. How dare you? I just want vanilla cake. Why am I being put to the side because I don't like chocolate?
That makes you weird, bro. Nobody wants vanilla cake, bro.
You better worry about your person and her shoes.
Her shoes are dirty as fuck. I'm telling you. Y'all know y'all talking about how you gotta take your shoes off.
But like I said, everybody has certain things that they accept and they won't accept, and that's all it is. I have certain things I just won't accept. Like it just.
Only thing I won't accept from my. Only thing I won't accept is the black uptowns. That's fucked up.
Oh, the black uptowns.
Yeah, that's when you know she bought some
got
bullshit.
Felonies.
Yeah, she bought some bullshit. Nobody buys all black uptowns.
Felonious.
And then curl them shits up.
She's still drinking Old English, huh?
She said $1 bags for $5.
All right, smash and grab. Listen, it's got to be quick, guys. You got to
Now we know when this out.
No, I'm smashing and grabbing. How did you come to your preference? Really quick.
I can't do that fast. So that's why I said we could just leave that part off.
How did you come to your preference?
How did I come to
Whatever
it?
women you like. How did you come to your preference of women?
Just whatever I felt was attractive to me. And I felt like that was a consistent way of, my mindset was going. So that's how I came to my preference.
How did you come
Environment. That's where I grew up. I grew up around nothing but black girls. It was one white girl in my school. She was super poor and she didn't look the part of anybody I wanted to date. So I was focused on black girls and I think I just continued to like it.
You missed it. She had them dirty sneakers, boy.
Yeah.
She
definitely did. She had.
I came to my preference, I think just dating. Dating and then putting things in boxes. So then once you start putting stuff in boxes, then
you can put stuff in box, but I can't put stuff in box, right?
He got a bigger box.
Nah, I don't know about that. But
what's in the box? All right.
That's an eye beholder.
Checkbooks and check marks. Women's expectations for men.
Want me to ask you? Does the perfect guy exist?
Does the perfect guy exist? Whose topic was this? Come on.
That was mine.
This wasn't mine.
Oh,
that was mine.
yours?
That was mine.
Jump out.
Nah, for that topic, I feel like the expectation nowadays is more social media based. It's more based on what you see other people than reality. We females are now talking about men need to pay this, a man got to take. If we do statistics of, not even statistics, but if we just do math, the simple basic math, the cost of living for a man to take care of himself, another person, plus kids, that's very exponentially a lot of money. And nowadays, men are not, if you do this now because it takes, there's not too many black men, especially black men, are making those type of figures to be able to do that. And then if you live in your environment, where you live at, you live in the east, where, New York, tri-state area, New Jersey, Boston, or whatever the case.
You gotta be making an exuberant amount of money.
You gotta be making an exuberant amount of money, and because the cost of living is high. You know what I mean? So we ain't living like down. Even if you go down south now, their cost is going up. Like Florida is one of the highest places to live now. If you think about it, just in a magazine. So I think the expectation of reality of like, yo, you want to spend $1,400 on your wig, get your nails done, plus you want to have kids to be taken care of, send them to nice schools. You got to think about that. That costs. What are you willing to sacrifice to live a certain lifestyle? And that's where I feel like a lot of times men and women don't have the recognition of thinking about. Like, it costs to be that way. It just can't be one person. It can't be one-sided. It has to be a group effort in order for us to survive and, drive in this society now. And I think that's the biggest thing that we don't understand.
I'm going to pump fake and throw it to Mike.
Yes.
Does the perfect guy exist?
Yes, he does. He won't be perfect, but the perfect guy exists just like the perfect steak at the grocery store exists. What you have within your confines, you're going to do the best with the money that you have. So if there is a guy who is willing to do for you and doesn't meet your initial criteria, chances are that you might not find that criteria elsewhere. So if you walk in the store and you got these 5 men on the shelf, don't think that you can go into another store and find something better. If I could I kind of learned something from my boy Roddy on Next Flight Out podcast, something about the 3 6s. Y'all heard about the 3 6s?
No.
So modern women today want the 3
6?
6s. So they want a man that's 6 foot,
okay,
making 6 figures, and is packing at least 6 inches. So most niggas can get away with the third one, and you're fine with that. But you have to work pretty hard to get over 6 feet tall, because you're not going to do that unless you're doing surgery if you're not 6 feet already. Same thing with 6 figures. You're going to have to make that salary by busting your ass potentially to give it away to somebody who just has a criteria. So does the perfect man exist? Yeah, but if you're looking to find one that's already made, then chances are that you're going to be left out looking for those 3 6s when 2 6s are continuously walking by you.
So you don't get the whole plate, you get half a plate. What you got, B?
Yeah, cater your expectations.
Get 2/3.
Yeah, but I think in all these conversations, we make perfect out to be like what we all can agree on, right? Like we all can agree on a woman of that size. We all could agree on a person of that shade. But the truth is, on an individual and personal level, I want my lifestyle to be, I just want peace. I just want peace and quiet. I am not.
I wrote that.
I don't care if there's it doesn't matter. Whoever she is, I want that person to be peaceful. I want to be peace. I just want peace. You don't know how traumatized I am in my life.
Shed a tear,
That the
bro.
only thing I need
Yeah,
from
my man
somebody
crying out.
is
Listen,
peace.
everybody, he's crying
I
out for
don't
help
care
right
how
now.
it comes to
He
me.
needs help. Go pray for him. He just needs some
I
peace.
just need some peace.
Peace in the
I
plate.
just need peace. That's the only thing I need.
Ain't no
is
peace in
some
the dollhouse.
So yes, the perfect man does exist. The perfect woman does exist. But that perfection has to be based on not just what we all could agree on.
It just-
It
I
has
love
to be
that.
personal
I love
to
that.
you.
I
It
love
has to
that.
be on reality, though.
I love that.
And that's the truth about it.
That's the truth.
It's the
That-
reality. It's
that
the
is true. I
reality.
love that. The perfect man. Does the perfect man exist for me? Yes, and I'm him. Sorry, guys. I know you guys want what is. You guys want
Oh,
what
how
is.
lucky is your significant other?
100%.
She's got the
Very
perfect
lucky.
man.
Very lucky. Over 6 feet.
Just skip it. Just skip it.
No, you said it. You described it.
You ain't got to reiterate.
I heard. Listen, see, the worst part about it is you gave him the 6-pack, but it was supposed to be a 6-pack.
Yeah.
So he could have been out of the mix.
Yeah.
But you threw him right in there.
They want a 6-pack. They want a 6-pack.
No. You said the 6s. I said, oh,
Nah,
you
you got a
describing me? You said you got my name in the book of
Got a
Mike.
cake.
You got my name in the book of Mike. I made it.
It was supposed to be 6-pack. Here
No,
you
listen,
go.
he described me. No,
Gallon
I'm not gonna shy away from this. Yep, I'm the perfect guy. He described it. All those 6s. That's me. Sorry, guys. Happy to meet you guys. Welcome to 4400. Yeah, that's just it for me. I'm the perfect guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the truth. I'll go to the next.
that.
Yeah, I'll go. Then the next question I'll elaborate more, but I'll do this as a smash and grab. Just a little bit. Don't give me too much. All right, because again, you're describing me, and I don't want you guys to start. I know you guys know me your whole life. And I don't want it to be a thing. I don't want it to be a thing.
Right.
If you don't read that fucking card.
Mike has my name highlighted in it. You guys can't see it.
And what color? What color?
Huh? It's yellow.
Okay.
It's like in your hymn when you go to church. That's how you got the yellow joint. It's like right there. Kush.
Get your ass
Yeah,
off here. Lucifer.
Yeah, 666.
3 6s. My God, you know me. Your boy. Shout out to your boy for pointing me out on his podcast.
I'm about to go get Hyman. Come on.
Yeah, go get
Get your boy.
I'm gonna just go down the line on this one. Are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, they're not. They're not unrealistic. For a woman to want the absolute kush of the world.
Since you
Right. For a woman to actually want kush is an excellent thing. The problem is it's only one kush.
Exactly. I'm off the market.
So then we
If
all
I
are
had
making.
one kush.
So we all have to make compromises because we all can't have kush, right? As he making it way the perfect man. So now I just keep insert.
it's
kush.
like Christians, right? You like Kush like.
So we
Jason.
all, but if everybody wants that thing, it's just not enough of that to go around. So I don't think it's unrealistic, but come on.
Come on, Stu, what you got? Are women's expectations unrealistic?
To a certain degree. Like I said, if you move reality based, then you fine. But sometimes I think a lot of times females get caught in the hoopla and the thought process and the dreams and that. You know, and they don't bringing them down to earth. Sometimes like I don't want to come down. I don't want to be down here. I still want to be in the clouds. So they could be. Then there are some that are very, with it. They understand the reality of the notion of what's going on. So it's just depending on the woman, Depending on the woman, it's all good. You know what I mean?
Cover your mic.
damn it. He gonna laugh for 2 years. And so women's expectations are unrealistic.
Modern day women's expectations are unrealistic until it's too late. I think that they're going to have this criteria that's going to be so hard to meet that they're going to feel like they're settling when they actually meet somebody who's likely right for them. So in terms of percentages, supply and demand, I think that most of the expectations are realistic for those who have criteria. So if you're going out looking to meet a certain man at a certain height with a certain amount of this, you probably won't find them. If you go out and you meet somebody who's genuine and you like them, then maybe you can alter that and kind of meet your criteria along the way, but you're not going to find the perfect car that's ready for you.
Okay. This is why I answered the other question before when I said women's expectations are unrealistic. And when I said it, anybody who stopped watching after I said I was the perfect man is because I am the perfect man for my significant other. Everybody's perfect for somebody. I think
finding that person is the problem.
Finding the person is the problem, but the women's expectations at times are unrealistic, and at this point, I would say that goes both ways for men as well. I think that women will see a lot of their friends in relationships, and they don't understand when you get to year 5, year 6, year 10, 15, wherever you are, and you're like, oh, you're at this place, you have these level of things, you have this amount of money. They think you started there.
Yeah.
They don't realize that I started.
They compare.
Yeah, I started making nothing. I had no money. I didn't have 6 figures. I had barely had 2 figures. I maybe had a figure. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure
this shit out.
I was trying to figure it out.
He was trying to sign the major figures.
Yeah. I was still playing with figurines and stuff. You know what I mean? Anything that had to do with figure besides my pockets.
$4 worth of game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I only have $4.
It's a $4 podcast.
Yeah, so you don't start there, and I think that's why it is unrealistic. And I think social media, as we touched on before, I think social media basically put us in a weird space where now it's like, oh, my man don't have this type of car, my man don't have this type of money, or you know, or like people or women think that they meet you on the street and you're not gonna have a girlfriend or you're not gonna have somebody you're talking to. Unfortunately, nobody's out here being completely single. That's not the world we live in.
It's never.
Somebody's talking to somebody and they might just not be going through. The relationship may not be going the way they wanted to.
I told you.
Can I throw them a bone real quick?
Throw them a bone.
I think that more than most times, all of the things that you're looking for, you're not gonna find initially, but you can create if you do 2 things, and you said one of them: peace. If you could be a man's peace, he'll likely get you anything or do anything for you because he understands that the reciprocation is he's going to have an easier and better life. The second one is going to be loyalty, in my opinion. As long as you are going to be right there through thick and thin, 2 figures, 6 figures, big plate, small plate, as long as you're going to hold him down through everything, when it does come to that level, when you're up here, he's never going to put you below that pedestal. He's going to continue to give you the world because you stood by him through most.
That's a trust. But
that's loyalty.
It's a trust.
If you stand by somebody forever, that's loyalty.
You got to trust that the person's going to do it. You don't know somebody's going to stand by you until you're in the mix of some shit.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too.
Yeah.
When you said that, it made me
Somebody
question.
kicking the door waving the 4-4,
How so-
you're going to be like, oh, the gun's under the bed.
So how do you, without actually ever putting your family in danger, your significant other in danger, how do you test that? Will you be here?
You can't.
That's something you can't reverse.
That's natural. That's natural when your job tell you laid off. That's natural. That's natural when you gotta sick somebody and you gotta take care of a parent.
Yeah, but if you don't think that in that storm was too late.
No, you gotta go through the storm.
Unfortunately, that's when you learn.
Yeah.
When you have a sick parent and you taking care of them and you with somebody and the other person is talking about, oh, you going to your father or your mother's house again? It's like, yeah, I gotta wipe their ass. Or you have some shit that's going on with you that's real to you, that's your reality, and it's not real to them. When you gotta do something for your kids, if you have a kid's mother or something, or a baby daddy, and then now you have to cater to that issue, and they're like, oh, you dealing with your kid again? And it's like, it's my fucking kid.
So you don't ever hit her with my wallet just to see if she reach for
that
her?
Shit not, that's just surface. Because at the end of the day, she
I'm
might
just saying, like,
she might
you don't never put any kind of like test in the mix? How do you test it?
It's no real way to test it. The only thing you could do is just go through the experience, and then going through that experience let you know who that person is. And after you go through those experiences with that person, you know future moving forward.
But you even
how
done
to
it.
deal it with a person. Yes.
Yeah, you said
I throw it out there. Like even when I said, "Yo, you want to go get ice cream, or you want to go to walk in the park, or dudes go do this," and their reaction is different than if I was to say, "Yo, let's go to whatever high-end restaurant that's popping at that moment," because that's in the past. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's the only way you'll find out, because no one's going to sit there. Everybody's always going to tell you, "Yeah, I'll be there for you. I'll help you. I'll do this. Yeah, anytime you need me, I'm here for you." And then when you need hit that call button and you hit him up and he's like, "Yo, you know what happened? Yo,
Cal jumped over the moon.
Yeah, you know what happened, man? I lost my slipper the other day, so I gotta go get the other slipper. You know, I don't think I can get out the bed today." And it's gonna on and on and on. So the only way you find out is by being in those situations, and that's going to move you forward.
To figure that out.
It is, but that's
you
need
may
it.
not figure it out to 8-9 years into a relationship when you have a situation. Because everything is the honeymoon stage until you met with adversity.
And nobody's going to never say,
but that's why
say nothing negative. Like they're going to say, "I ain't shit. Don't trust me with nothing." They're not going to say that.
I ain't shit. Don't trust me with nothing.
You know what I mean?
I'd appreciate that.
That's
honesty.
not true. I lead with that. I led with that. Listen, I ain't shit. Don't call me back.
Yes.
Now, I ain't even gonna go there, Mister. You know, I ain't even gonna go there. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. You know, because I know what you used to say, brother. I know what you used to say. I know what you used to say. I know what you used to say, brother.
Save it for episode 32.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for the
Save it for episode 32. I already know where you're going.
Yeah, you know, right?
Bob later.
Yeah.
Let him live. Let him live.
I might have said it to get my significant other, so don't say it.
Oh, God. You're reusing the Hallmark card.
You gotta go to your arsenal.
Just keep throwing. Wham! Got this from Windows 95.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
Shoot, I'm hitting a cool 8 for 10 out of this one with this line.
Y'all paid filters from fake beards to fake booties. What that booty do? How do you feel about the fake body parts, hair, etc.? And that means the Beijing beards. We're not just talking about the women. We're talking about the dudes with the eyebrows and
these falsehoods.
We're talking
these
about
falsehoods.
How do you feel? I'm gonna go to you first, Mike, because you have all of these features. You have the you have the beard. Besides the booty, I said besides the booty. I said the hair.
You got that, nigga.
I said you got the natural hair. I do my
You got that.
Because you got all these.
He got all the features, the fake hair, the
Y'all didn't let me finish.
eyelashes, the
Nigga said
booty.
bingo. You have the hair and the
He
beard.
said Mike got a BBL.
Nigga said bingo. You got a
Come on.
You got a beard.
Nice, Dr. Mike.
You got your eyebrows.
All right,
Bingo.
How do you feel about the fake body parts here? Let's talk about your hair and your beard. To be clear to y'all, Mike does not have a BBL. I'm talking about the natural hair. I'm talking about the beard.
You know, you
How
can't
you
pull
feel?
that beard off. You can't snatch it off, right?
Go ahead, ask me the goddamn question.
How do you feel about the fake body parts, hair, beard, etc.?
Acceptable to a degree. You know, I'm going to say it's acceptable unless it's all except for you. Let me say that shit again. It's acceptable unless it's all except for you. So if you take all that shit off and you're a completely different person, then it's unacceptable because it's
Like what? Give me an example.
false advertising. Like you just said, my beard is real, but some motherfuckers is going to the barber and getting fake beards now with fake hair, and they're getting that shit glued on their face. If I was to come home after meeting you for first night, or you know, coming back to my house for the first time,
I'm gonna get you.
if I was to unvelcro this shit and put it on the dresser and then take off my Jordan brand cock pad and hang it on the back of a door, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck was that? Like, who is this dude? But the reverse is, if you say, I don't like fake hair on a woman, then you're looked at like somebody who is a hater. Is that your hair? I bought it. That's not the question I'm asking. I could care less if you bought it. I'm sure you bought everything that you own. But if I have a preference to not like a certain thing, or if it looks mismatched, like you were just saying, if I did have a fucking BBL, I got skinny legs. So if you walk around with skinny legs and you got the fake body part, if you got the fake body part that looks out of place, I'm judging you. And you should anticipate that everybody is looking at you not because it looks good, but because this shit looks so out of place. Same thing with fake Beijing, blackout hair dye and all that, and you spraying motherfuckers with the corners and the fake corners you got.
That bothers you?
It looks crazy. It doesn't bother me. You can do whatever you want. But don't expect me to be like, yo, bro, your hairline fresh. You look stupid, homie. That shit looks goofy. But if you like it, it's for you. But don't expect everybody to accept the same shit that you like.
What you guys do? You don't got the beard, so I know.
Nah, I know.
So if you show with a beard, y'all, it's fake.
Nah,
if you show up
You can have
episode
this one.
9,
Hold on.
10,
You can have this one.
Yeah. You know how long it takes me to even get facial hair? It gets to like one point and just stop. Like, I'm like, damn. I try to.
this is as far as we go.
No, yeah, this is it.
Nigga
You don't
do a
get
shape
no
up
more.
with scissors.
But getting back to that, for me personally, at one point back in the days when females started to get the BBLs and starting to get those things, we used to clown them, we used to laugh at them. Now it becomes so popular amongst females, it's like it's a part of society. Now it's a difference between going overboard and keeping it, regular and then doing too much. But for me personally, it just becomes the trend. And as far as you say, for guys doing that, I'm not mad because we got to start making it a double standard. So if she could go get a weave and eyelashes, couture her face and do all type of stuff, get BBLs, get her breasts done, tummy tucks and all that stuff, I ain't mad if dude want to get a fake beard. Let him do what he want to do. You doing it. So if that's what y'all doing and y'all promoting that to us, don't be mad when they are doing it back to you.
How you feel about this? Because men have now surgeries. They could get fake muscles and fake penises.
Listen, bro. Right now at this day and age, listen.
The fake penis thing might be
fake
a thing.
muscles is
Can you make
cool
it bigger? Is that going?
Yeah, they got that.
Right.
In
Nah, they don't go that way.
Go this way.
Yeah. Who wants that?
But
Growth.
girth.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
But with that being said, like at the end of the day, I'm not, if we gonna play the game, you gotta be able to take it. If you're gonna give, you gotta be able to take it back. And that's how I feel. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to, one side of the fence could be able to do it, and then the next dude do it, then we talking about him. We talking about like Funk Flex getting tummy tuck or whatever the case may be.
Al Roker.
All these people doing these surgeries, we talking about, but females do it all the time. So
I like it.
You can't say
no
nothing.
double standard.
No double
What do we got
standard.
here?
I think it's just for men for us, right? Like the toupee, the one that they do
Back
now.
in the day.
Yeah,
some
from
coloring.
back in the day, like some
No,
color.
that's your hair. You just coloring it.
No, just for
different.
men is just the rejection of like age, right? Like it's just I'm not.
I don't want to be
aging.
bald.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to be bald.
I'm resisting baldness.
Yeah, comb over, whatever.
That's road game.
Oh,
Yeah, but just for men is the hair color. I got what you said.
We
But go
talking
ahead.
about fake, not some shit that you can grow back, not
but
some
it's
shit
just
that you
what we're
can
being
color.
sold today.
No,
It's like
toupee's been out.
It's just what we're being sold today. Like they could make waves now, but the toupee's always been around.
Yeah.
It's always been, even astute men, not just like metrosexual men, but astute men try their best to avoid their hairline. I've been blessed to not have to worry about that.
Have you ever heard anybody say, yo, such and such got a dope toupee on? That's nice.
Yeah, those yes.
But you can't say that
say
because it's probably amongst the toupee community.
I'm talking about for the general average
Yes.
citizen looking at a
Yes.
toupee, the connotation for a toupee is, this shit looks fake.
No, I'm saying, but again, the
Technology.
the toupee community probably be like, yo, where he got his shit, I want to get that.
But that's very niche. That's what I'm
No,
talking
but I'm saying technology altogether. The technology that
Tell you why they
takes.
niche.
Most men they don't have fake hair.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Most men have fake hair.
I'm not gonna go most. So I'm not gonna do
That's what I'm
I'm not gonna do a statistic with you, but I'm gonna say this. What I have learned now that these barbershops are doing that whole thing with the whole shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people got that
You
joint.
can make them have. Remember what
I
your
did
brother?
a
He
bunch
had
of
braids for like. I'm like, yo, bro, you
Yeah,
just had
dreads,
a
yeah.
jazz. Like, how
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
who was that?
dreads?
Jimmy
Waka
Butler.
Flocka.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler. That shit look
Waka
crazy.
Flocka.
Son, that don't look
Waka
crazy though.
Waka
Let me-
Flocka got his dreads from somebody else.
Excuse me?
Waka Flocka got his dreads from somebody else.
They stitch dreads in and they do shit like
They
that.
crochet
But let me
these
ask you
joints
this.
in.
Look, let me
Wait,
ask
time
you
out.
this.
Hold on.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
fucked my whole day up.
This is the
Hold
same
on.
shit
What?
with Jimmy Butler. It's the same thing. So in 2K,
Waka Flocka?
2K20, he had a brush cut, and then 2K21, he got dreads down here. That shit don't look crazy.
I saw the Jimmy Butler thing. I thought
Does it
Jimmy,
look
I thought
crazy?
Jimmy Butler was just looking for attention, right? I think that was an attention-seeking thing. But you just told me Waka Flocka braids, dreads wasn't real?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
He went on like Hot 90. No, it was on like the Breakfast Club, and he was like, he made it a spiritual thing. I'm not saying that he wrong. No, Fetty Wap, not Waka Flocka.
I was about to say, don't mess me up like that,
Fetty
man.
Wap, my
I'm cool with that.
apologies.
That's his thing.
My apologies.
No, Fetty Wap, I'm cool.
He like, what? I like this guy.
I love Waka Flocka.
I got a Flocka story.
I like Waka Flocka.
So you cool with attachments and accessories?
It's not my business, but like you said, when we were younger, I think we didn't know how to feel about it. Like when I was growing up, like, oh, she got a fake butt. I was like, whatever, but I like it now. I guess it's a thing. You know, like fake butt, fake titties. Like, do whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? Even with the dudes with the beard or whatever.
That was a cultural thing. I think fake breasts. Like black women wasn't getting fake breasts. That would happen to be like a Baywatch kind of thing.
They was getting like breast lifts.
money.
It started to be like when it started to become a thing. It just started to become a thing, and like I think some of the girls, whatever makes you happy. Even like again, I could sit up here and say, oh, a guy has I do hate the toupees that like you didn't take your time to take your time and do it.
But what about the toupee community?
No, take your time and do it. That's what I'm saying. Like do it and make it make sense.
That's what I'm saying. The shit
Like
has
a
to
dude
fit
can't do
you.
your shit
It has to
and
look
just clap
like
it
it.
on his head because I'm like, now you look crazy.
That's
Bro.
what I'm saying. It has to fit.
though.
That's the comment that I made. If you got
Mike is
little
gonna
legs
sell
and a
that when we
big
get to
butt,
episode 100. He's gonna sell this here too.
what you don't know is I've been selling it
With the
every
blue
week.
sponge.
All right, real quick.
Squidgy included.
Really quick. This is gonna be a smash and grab. Do men really appreciate natural women? Go ahead.
Yeah, but not the barber. You don't have to be musty and barefoot to be a natural woman. I like the natural. Let's go 90s flow. Lip gloss, doobie wrap. I'm cool with the doobie wrapping pens. I don't want to see your fucking bonnet. I'm cool with the doobie wrapping the pens, lip gloss, your nails done. We thought that shit was cool. Like I thought that was a
French tips?
Yeah, French manicure joint. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even
like
know
I
what
thought
that
that
is,
was a good vibe. Like
what's a
and you
French-
could pick apart
Clear with the
people and
white
see
tip.
them individually.
Clear with
Now,
the-
if I look at social media and I see these fucking things coming off people's eyes, and like you said, the contour like that, everybody looks the same, and I don't think that shit is attractive for me. But the individuality, I appreciate that.
You are putting your fan base in the.
That's right. I don't give a shit about nobody else's preferences. Mine, 4 for 100, 2 braids. That's it.
Do you do men really appreciate
want
natural
you.
women?
I'm happy with my 3 sisters.
Now, me personally, I like natural beauty. To me, I prefer that. I prefer to know, like, without the makeup, without this, I prefer to know how you really and truly look. Like, me to be able to naturally wake up and you be like, damn, you're a different person. Or be like, and money ain't a
Why
thing.
everybody keep calling me damn?
You know, like, like, money ain't a thing. Like, remember, I was a fire. You know what I mean? Gotta kick you out because you ain't what I thought you was when you came in the crib. But now, for me, I like that. I'm a 90s baby. So I know how girls used to look back in the days, and you knew a girl was naturally beautiful. She didn't need all of that. You know what I mean? If you may have had a little, little accessories here and there, but to nowadays, you can't tell if a girl is really cute or she's just a made-up person.
Give me that 1 in a million album
know?
cover. I'm good with that.
Do men really appreciate natural women?
Absolutely. I think we do. Somebody's making love to them, right? Let's be honest. Every natural women they're getting this. They're getting everything they want. The problem is the people who do put stuff on, they've reached a level to where, like, considering having a filter on their face 24/7 is reasonable. That's the weird part.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that makes me, because like I said, when people pick people, I always wonder why they pick them, right? So when people pick that person that's like,
Oh, you just hit it with a Peter Piper picked a pepper. Go ahead.
She said down by the seashore.
Yeah.
but when people pick people, I wonder why they picked them. And sometimes it's like those people who like constant, like it takes 2 hours to do my face and hair
That's
in
ridiculous.
order to get out the house. And then I could then in turn say to you, I didn't have time to do something that would be like, that would bring me peace. Just is weird to me. Like, you could forego all that shit I don't care about and cook.
See,
Bring it
back to
back
the
home.
food. Bring it to the
Full
first.
circle.
Back to the
Full
food.
This question, the way to answer this question, I think we all, I'm not taking away from where you guys answered it, I'm just going to say for myself, do men really appreciate natural women? And I'm going to say the answer is no. Right?
Bugging. You're
I'm going to say
bugging.
no. And I'm going to say no. And I'm not speaking for everybody in this room.
India, Ari.
I'm speaking for everybody out there because women...
He gonna just dump on us and say, no, everybody out there.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Because you think about like people have an affinity for the Kim Kardashians. People have an affinity for the women who have these BBLs and these things. People are not.
You know why they having a thing for them is the lifestyle. The way they selling they just not selling their body, they selling a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So if you're selling a lifestyle, then that's why people will be entertained by you.
Yes and no,
that's the
because
truth.
now you're starting to see more younger girls too with the BBLs or the fake
Because
boobs.
the females are making it a cultural thing. That's why they're doing it.
But that's what the guys are fucking on.
No, but the only reason why guys are even listen, I'm gonna say this
That's
to you.
not true.
I'm gonna say this. The only reason why guys are going after that because guys know if you doing enhancements, you make your butt super big. That means you want what? You want attention. So what guys are going to do? They're going to give you the attention that you're seeking.
That's why the question here says, does men really appreciate that?
We do appreciate,
we don't.
but listen, just because I give you attention doesn't mean I appreciate. Don't take that as I like you really.
How many people?
That doesn't mean that if I give you attention, knowing that you're seeking attention, that doesn't mean that I like you. That just means that I know you want something, and I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I might get something for shooting my shot because I know you want attention. So I'm providing a service. I'm providing a service of me giving you the attention. But does that mean that I'm gonna go out here and go say, yo, get your booty done? Am I gonna sit here and say, yo, you
guys
look
are paying for it?
They paying for it because you
they're
know
gonna get something out of it.
Thank
Quid
you.
pro quo.
Yeah, but they also get marriages and babies from it.
I think something now. If you get a mommy makeover, that's totally. If you get a mommy makeover, that's totally different.
That's not slim. A lot of people, most guys that are dating girls right now, the girls have 90%. You can walk down the block right now in Manhattan. Most girls have eyelashes on. They fucking somebody.
But eyelashes is not
that's
a
not
body transformation.
I was going down the list.
Go
Come
ahead,
on,
go
y'all
ahead.
see what I'm saying?
Go
Y'all
ahead,
be
go
jumping.
ahead.
Y'all be
I'm
jumping.
saying you jump me, but I'm saying go ahead, dog.
My fault, I apologize.
No, go ahead, bro. You just go ahead. I'm about to say, like I was saying, guys are only doing these things, or females are getting their attention because they're searching.
Technically, you jumped me because I was answering and you said, hold up.
All right, go ahead, my brother.
Put some pep in
Go
it.
ahead, my brother.
Peter Piper picked the pepper.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
No. What you're saying is not wrong. I think inside, but it's not reflective outside. It's not reflective of our today's society because most women now have wigs. All of these things that we talked about. I mean, the extremities, we're talking about booties and titties. So most people have the money for it, but most guys want to be on Instagram saying that this is my shorty with the fake ass or the fake titties, with the hair, what's the name? And that's reflective. You could just turn on your Instagram and most of your friends have that.
But that's something. Like I said,
an acceptable insecurity.
It is. Like
it's just It's not that guys condone all of the makeup and all that other stuff. It's just an acceptable insecurity.
And you accept it.
I think that's a perception.
You just accept it. It's not like I said, guys are not sitting here saying, yo, shorty, all y'all females need to get your booty done.
That's not true. You know
guys
what I
are
found
not
out?
saying that.
They're not saying
Girls doing that shit. You know what females are doing that shit? To impress other females. They're not doing it for us.
Yes and no.
Yes, it is.
How many guys are out there recommending doctors to females?
Let me tell you why.
None.
The same people who just sat here a few seconds ago and said, I don't want my woman to be a certain type of size. So you know she can't do it?
But that's
She
unhealthy.
gonna get the surgery.
But that's unhealthy.
Stop doing that.
That's unhealthy.
It's not about health.
Yeah, you worried about her health because you took her to a salad bar. Stop with y'all shit.
No,
y'all the same person that said you wanted to
but that's something totally different. That's a form of her body is protruding extremely.
Hold on. First of all,
Save me.
All right, Mike,
First of all,
Mike, your
first
deal
of
was getting
all,
full again.
G cups exist, and there's no better place to put
K-cups.
G cups than on a nice little shelf. So of course you're gonna have all that together, all right?
I'm just saying, you can't say in one breath.
It hurts the back. You need somewhere to rest it.
This is why this is important, right?
You got
just
a
from my
turkey
point of
on
view.
the fishing line over
This
there.
is why this is important. We have a whole topic about plus size women, right? And again, not that you guys shitted on them or nothing like that, but you gave your preferences, right? And everybody preferred somebody who was a certain type of way.
But I didn't never say that I prefer.
I put it on you. I didn't put it on you, my brother. You sound guilty.
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't prefer
I take it, I got
a girl with her booty done.
So now if a girl wants, it goes back to episodes ago, I keep telling you, if a girl
The majority of
wants
my
to date,
females are all natural. Like
a
I
girl-
like the natural females. The only thing you can have a little eyelash, get your hair done, but without the makeup, I prefer them to be.
Let's do
even
this.
my
Last
lady,
question.
She's natural. So
let's say the girl, date, person, whatever you want to call it, the person you're dating is natural. 2 years in, they want fake booty and fake breasts. You cool with it? Yes or no?
No,
Smash
for
and
me-
grab.
Oh, I'm gonna do y'all how y'all do a smash and grab.
Smash and
First
grab.
of all,
Smash and grab. Smash and grab.
when I was first born in the
Smash and
80s, that's not a smash and grab question.
Just answer it then.
Because we're not speaking. The question is, do
No,
men?
my question was.
No, the question is, do men
We answered
appreciate
that.
natural women?
We answered that.
And you're talking about for me. So me, you. Yes, you could have said that, and I'm not taking that away from you. I'm saying
answering
that
your
y'all said
question.
most men, and it's not true because most men are facilitating this type of behavior.
I don't think so. But
you
also, most
facilitate by
men.
giving attention to
Y'all
the
just had a
attention.
conversation about how girls are overweight.
Most men do not
But
have
that's a
a
different.
pool.
See, now
That's literally liposuction.
Bro, that's two draws of the spectrum, bro. Somebody being overweight and then somebody sitting here saying somebody getting their body done.
How she gonna get from overweight and
bro, why so you trying to say all female overweight girls get their body done?
I didn't say that.
All right, so what about the regular girls? The regular girls that don't really need nothing, all they gotta do, they don't want to take.
They don't need nothing. Because she feel like she wasn't born with a fatty.
But you know why she feel like that? Because she comparing her to other females, and no man is sitting here saying you're fatty.
Why she compare her to? Because Stu out here all looking fly with the shorty with the bubble, right?
Listen, my brother.
Because Mike is over here with this model-esque. No, Mike is out here with this model-esque woman. So you know what? If I'm a girl out here and I say, you know what? Damn, this dude Mike is handsome, man. Like I really like that. That's the man I aspire for. He got 3 of my 6s. At 6'6", I just want to find out if he got the last 6, right? And then you won't even introduce her to the last 6. How you think she gonna get there?
Why does she have to get here?
That's where they want to be. That's a want.
No, what you're saying is that most men do not want natural women, but most men do not have the opportunity to pick from a pool of natural women because all that's out there is this new shit.
That's the problem.
Nah, that's not true.
That's like saying, yo, most men don't like Pepsi and it's only Sprite on the fucking table. How you know? You're not even offering it to them.
No. Let me tell you
Natural
something.
women have been around for a long time.
I never had a problem with a natural woman. I never had a problem with a natural woman.
How many people put Erykah Badu as the baddest woman that they ever loved when we growing up?
I think everybody do is
that's how we feel. That's how we feel.
You see that natural thing?
No, I know we all love it. I'm talking
about all y'all came out the closet.
Why do we love it more?
Jill Scott hit the mic.
Exactly. And when she hit the mic, but before she hit the mic, was anybody like
Erykah Badu?
No, but didn't I say in my interview I said I like Jill Scott?
Erykah Badu.
I did say that.
Erykah Badu. She got the big joint, but why do we like it? Because it's the big natural joint. And you say that every time you describe it, yo. You said that.
But nobody has it. But
that's the natural
joint. If you talk
joint.
about the most beautiful woman in hip hop, nobody was putting her at the top.
But they're not comparing her and saying, "Oh, I'll take Black China." That shit look crazy. Give me that natural thing.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this to you, right?
Kim Kardashian.
You know why people like Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian is short after more than.
Not against Erykah Badu.
But bro, the only reason why people like Kim Kardashian, she's selling a lifestyle. You could sell it. Erykah Badu is not selling a lifestyle on fucking E channel.
She's telling you fucking you gonna have a kid.
She's not selling a lifestyle on E.
You'll be great at rap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That too. You know what I mean? But she's not selling. Erykah Badu is not sitting here saying every 2 months when I want attention, I'm gonna get butt naked and I'm gonna do this. Erykah Badu is not going to sit here and say, I want attention, so I'm going to marry
she had a whole butt-ass naked video.
I was going to go there.
That's one.
Thank you.
But how long was it? But that was one.
It was a natural.
It was a beautiful video.
I like that natural.
But I'm saying, but like at the end of the day, it was in the form of a video, a form of art. That's who she is. So other people just forcing it, bro.
But I'm gonna ask you, in that moment when she did that, was she still recognized as the most beautiful woman in hip-hop?
She always been a beautiful. She's just a different. She hiding her mouth. She doesn't dress that way, bro.
I'm asking you this,
Klein, you ready?
During that time, was she recognized as the most beautiful woman in hip hop?
She was.
Okay.
Who was out there at that time?
No.
If not, they would have gave it to Kim, who was
she was up there.
They would have gave
was up there.
Erykah Badu?
Yeah.
If not, it would have been Kim and Foxy, who were not fake at that time. It would have been Kim and Foxy. It wasn't fucking Lady of Rage.
Who was out there at that time?
Yo.
See my elbow?
I saw.
What about the Brat was considered, and when she dressed up?
What's the girl from?
That was a little boy.
The Cash Money Records.
The Brat's pregnant.
Maya X or something like that.
Mia X.
I saw her in this New Orleans documentary. She got her sideburns thick as a mug under a wig. I'm like, she's sexy as hell.
Oh, real quick before we go, you know what?
Nigga, she nah. She down there cooking them crawfish.
Let me tell you something.
Nah. You not listening to me, man. She got her real sideburns out, bro.
Let me fall right through this shit.
You said you brought up Jill Scott, and I thought it was unfair when we did the interview because I was kind of caught off guard.
Right.
I forgot my boo, Jess Hilarious. I love Jess Hilarious.
How about you like Jess? But I'm just saying. But see, this is the thing. This is what I say. I'm not against big girls. I'm not against females getting their body done.
Sounds like you are.
No, but what I'm against is I love the naturalness. I prefer natural. I love the natural. But like I said, if everyone, the females, like he said, are portraying or giving this out, Like, we picking from what's being put out there.
The FCC gonna
whatever's on the plate, that's what guys is going to choose from. And at the end of the day, and let's be for real, if females are doing a certain thing, they want a certain attention. And you're getting your booty done when you don't have to. You want a certain attention. You want your booty that big, and you want niggas to look at it. Let me not say niggas, but guys to look at it, or men in general to look at it. That's what you're going to get. I'm going to give it attention. And again, just because I give you the attention, that doesn't mean I really care for you or like you. I just give you attention because I know you want it.
Because you know you want it.
You know you want it. So don't ever, and that's nothing. Females stop taking this, I'm it. Just because guys pay you attention because you dress half naked, that doesn't mean I really like you. I don't mean I like you. I'm just giving you the attention that you want. If you come on the screen and you look on if I roll down Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you half naked, she wants some attention. So let me give her some attention. I'm gonna slide in her DMs. I'm gonna put a hard face under her jeans. Maybe she might like it. I might be the one in a million, like the lottery, to hit that ticket and then go.
Yeah, you gotta be comfortable with the attention that you're actually putting out there and seeking. So if McDonald's got a sign that says free food, they can't be like, yo, it's just fucking homeless people coming in here all the time. Yeah, that's what you're offering. You're offering something, and people want just that.
Nobody would look at it if you wasn't promoting it. And if you're not promoting it, nobody would know. So at the end of the day, if you are who you are, that's what you put out. That's what people going to accept and they're going to go for.
Beers, too. Get you a Beijing beer.
I don't need no Beijing beer. I like this. I like looking baby face, man. That's what they call me. Baby face Nelson out here, bro.
All right.